Tonight at Platte County High School, it's the third place game and a championship game of the Platte County Girls Soccer Invitational doubleheader on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Hello, welcome here live inside alongside Connell McCourt. I am Dave Borcher. Connell, first game today, Staley against Grain Valley. This is the 1 seed against the 2 seed. They're playing for third place, but this is going to be a great matchup.
Absolutely. Two teams that have traditionally done well in this tournament, got to the latter stages in the last few years. We expect it to be something of a championship game, but it's a really tasty opener to get us underway.
It feels like a championship game here in the third place game. Let's look at a couple players to highlight, starting with Grain Valley. Defender Lexi Nicholson, the lone senior on this team, and she's one of the leaders for Grain Valley.
Absolutely, and Coach Brett Lewis, he told us Lexi Nicholson, she is a great captain, a great leader, a senior in this team, and they're going to need all of her experience if they want to try and finish off this competition strong.
For Staley, the offense goes through attacking midfielder Mena Arno, a senior. She leads the offense. She'll be a handful for Grain Valley.
Absolutely, really the focal point going forward for Staley. Everything that's going forward that's looking good for them will probably go through Mena Arno, probably going to be an ever-present in a much rotating midfield, so really excited to see her play.
Should be a great third place game. Staley against Grain Valley. Kickoff coming up right after the break. It's the Platte County Girls Soccer Invitational here on Spectrum Sports.
Cole.
All right, it's almost time for kickoff here on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Welcome here inside Platte County High School Pirate Stadium. Multi-million-dollar, great new facility here. They're hosting the Platte County Girls Soccer Invitational doubleheader tonight. We're about to kick off the Staley Falcons and the Grain Valley Eagles coming up at 6:05. The championship, St. Pius X Warriors against the Liberty Blue Jays. And it's interesting, Connell, I think before the tournament, Staley the 1 seed, Grain Valley the 2 seed. I think we would have expected at least one of these two teams to be in the championship game, if not both teams. They actually have faced off each of the last 2 years in the championship game of this tournament. So a little surprising to see both these teams here in the third place game.
100%, definitely. And especially when you look at Grain Valley, they lost 2 seniors last year, but they've still held on to the core of their team. As you said, made it to the championship these last 2 years, both teams. We kind of expected one of them at least to make it to the latter stages, but both fell to disappointing losses yesterday. So I'm sure they'll be ready to bounce back and capitalize on this opportunity to kind of finish strong before their long season starts.
Staley Falcons coming off a 2-0 loss to Liberty. They're the number 1 seed in this tournament. And let's take a look at the lineup for head coach Johnny Chain. In goal, Addie Horn, the senior. She'll actually be playing college volleyball at Missouri Western. 4-player back line, Addison Story, Clarissa Davis, Abby Cooley, and Alessandra Calderon. 5-player midfield, 2 holding midfielders, Hope Hines, Emery McClendon, Kiera Carr, Mena Arnaud, who we've highlighted, the 1 goal and 3 assists already on this young season, Alana Romy, and then up top, a 1 center forward setup with Charlotte Woodward, the sophomore, playing at that number 9 spot for Staley. Grain Valley is led by head coach Brett Lewis. They come out in a 4-3-3 formation. They were the number 2 seed in this tournament, coming off a 2-0 loss to St. Pius. 4-3-3 formation for Grain Valley. Elena Mabel, freshman goalkeeper, relatively new to the position. We'll talk about her throughout the game. Backline, Taylor Nicholson, Lexi Nicholson, the lone senior and team captain at center back. Sophia Giuliano, Isabella Lopez rounds off that back line. Megan Canoost, the 1 holding midfielder in the center of the park, and 2 attackers, Mia Cole and Allie Gilbert. And up top, this is really where the danger is for Grain Valley. Radley Childers, Emma Thiessen, and Annabella Tata. This is a very loaded front 3 for Grain Valley, Connell. It's going to be fun to watch them work.
Absolutely. They've been scoring goals at a canter recently, so they're hoping, and Coach Brett Lewis, I'm sure, is hoping as well that keeps up. They go into this third place playoff.
Kickoff is now underway. Thanks so much for tuning in here to the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum Sports. And Staley quickly up the field with the initial long kick, but handled easily by the Grain Valley goalkeeper, Elena Mabel. Relatively new to the goalkeeper position. Someone who's a good field player and has ended up volunteering to be the goalkeeper this year. And It's interesting. Coach Brett Lewis says she's gotten off to a pretty good start. You really wouldn't be able to tell. She hasn't played a ton of goalkeeper in her career, but it'll be interesting to see how she does tonight. I know she's gotten off to a strong start early in the season. It's
quite an adjustment, too. It shows a real team player who's willing to put their hands up and go and try out a new position, especially one that isn't that is fairly alien to her. She's usually playing out in the middle of the park. So stepping up for her team when they needed her, and thankfully for her, she's got off to a great start by the sounds of it.
I mean, you would think if you're a field player and you volunteer to be the new goalkeeper, you think you'd be very confident with the ball at your feet, but maybe you might not always be in the right spot positionally. So it'll be interesting to see if that's correct, or maybe she just goes out and she's stellar from the start here today. I think she'll definitely be tested by this Staley offense as they look to move the ball forward, switching the point of attack, far sideline, really nice diagonal, but just a bit too hard as that rolls over the far sideline. It'll be a throw-in for Grain Valley. I'm also curious, Connell, to see who has the psychological or the motivational edge. I think both these teams could have very easily expected to be in the championship game tonight at 6 o'clock. I think it would be natural for them to be a little disappointed to be here in the consolation game. Which team will want it more here in the third place game, or maybe will the teams come out a little bit disappointed they're not in that championship? I'm kind of curious to see how that plays out tonight. Here's Grain Valley, maybe the first chance of the match, lobbed into the box, but right at the goalkeeper, Addie Horn, who scoops it up easily for Staley.
Yeah, it was a good ball there from Radley Childers. She got herself some space on this right-hand side. Thought she would try and test the goalkeeper early, but goalkeeper stood up well, gathered it in, got her team up the field. It'll be interesting to see. Surely you would think that both of them would have a bit of a bit between their teeth, wanting to prove something, seeing as they both have been used to making it further in this competition.
All right, here's maybe the first chance of the match for Staley. Into the box. Good defense, though, by Grain Valley, able to alleviate the pressure and now just completely booted up the field. You mentioned Radley Childers. Her sister, Ryan, just signed recently with the Kansas City Current, so this is a soccer family, no doubt about it, and Childers with a good start to the game here with that nice cross for Grain Valley. But, yeah, like we said, it's going to be interesting to see. Neither team has obviously come out hanging their heads here today, and both teams seem to be motivated to go out and try to get that third place.
Definitely. It's just, you can see it's kind of scrappy at the minute. Both teams really trying to get a foothold in the game, trying to be that possessing team. Both going at each other and kind of blow for blow. But looks like Grain Valley are taking it up the field, but good defense.
Grain Valley's had a little bit more of the ball here in the opening 3 minutes as do play 40-minute halves here with a 10-minute halftime. If it does go to overtime, we would have 2 10-minute golden goal periods, which essentially means a goal in the overtime would end the game and win the game. We'll see as we have 3.5 minutes gone here in the first half. Here's Childers again, and you can see this freshman, we've been told, has star potential, and we see her flying up the right side. Her cross is knocked out, but Grain Valley able to recover and now turned over.
Yeah, Emery McClendon had to follow her very closely there. They've seen what she can do originally. She's going to be trying to get on the ball, going to be trying to work the defense and the goalkeeper. McClendon was just being smart and staying aware of her surroundings, keeping her on that right foot, not letting her cut inside. They could be in trouble here.
Grain Valley with it now, center of the park. Nice day for soccer here in Platte City, about 53 degrees, light winds. Really ideal soccer weather. We've had a lot of cold, a lot of wind, a lot of rain lately, but a nice day today. Is ball behind the defense to Childers. She stays onside, able to get off a shot, trickling at the goalkeeper, Addie Horn, who makes a nice save.
It was a good ball over the top there. Childers' first touch kind of let her down, let her into a bit of trouble. She still was good enough to turn and try and get the shot off, but relatively easy work for the goalkeeper.
Looked like she was kind of falling away, didn't have momentum to get much on that shot. Is a nice idea there by Staley, but claimed by the Grain Valley goalkeeper, Mabel. Again, Staley entered this tournament as the 1 seed, but lost 2-0 yesterday to Liberty. Grain Valley entered as the 2 seed and lost 2-0 to St. Pius. 4-3-3 formation for Grain Valley, a 4-5-1 for Staley and head coach Johnny Chain. Like I said, these two teams have met in the tournament final here the last 2 years, and they split the 2 games. And it started to develop a bit of a rivalry. This is the only time they see each other and play each other. But I know for Grain Valley, they look at the Staley game as a measuring stick for them, and they've split the last 2 times these teams have played in this tournament final the last 2 years.
Well, I think usually Staley and Grain Valley, they're 2 of the better teams that usually entered the tournament. Both will be a good test for each other, especially this year. Following that, after that first game, they'll be wanting a bit of bragging rights, something to leave the tournament with so they can start their season on a high. Both have started relatively well. Staley have seemed to notice something in behind the back 4 of Grain Valley early. They've tried to get Alana Romy in a few times in behind there, but the ball has sailed wide. It'll be interesting to see if they keep up with that.
Free kick, boomed up towards the penalty area. It's going to be cleared out by Staley. First sideline, able to keep the ball in play. Nice work there by the Staley midfielder. Grain Valley applying all sorts of pressure, though, trying to win it back. They're going to earn a free, or I should say a throw-in from that far sideline. Two teams that really are entering this season in different places. For Grain Valley,
there's that ball in behind again for Romy to chase.
Good defense there. Grain Valley, pretty much everyone returning for this team. They just lost 1 senior starter. Staley, a different story. They have their whole back line back and goalkeeper back, but they've lost a lot of their offense. So offense is something that the Falcons are going to have to really try to figure out here in the opening weeks of the season. But, man, Grain Valley is loaded. You look at them, Connell, having just lost 1 senior starter last year, and Grain Valley only has 1 senior starter right now this year, so this is a team that's poised to be really good for a couple of years. Is now Staley, maybe their first chance. Ball just outside the penalty area over the end line. It's going to be a corner kick, our first of the match, coming up for the Falcons.
It's good running from Kiki Carr, hitting at the defense, making things happen for her team. It's a couple of times Staley have tried that ball in behind just to try and test the defenses of Grain Valley, and they seem to be getting some luck with it as they put the pressure on again here from this corner.
Talked about Mena Arnaud. She took that one short. Gets it back. Now going to take a crack just wide of goal. Really struck that well, though, with the left foot, and that's the best chance of the match here in the early going, and that was Mena Arnaud, the star senior. Already has a goal and 3 assists on the season, nearly had her second goal.
Yeah, very clever from Arnaud here. You can see they know exactly what they're doing, probably something directly off the training ground, getting the ball, giving it back into play, and testing the goalkeeper early. Unfortunately for her, it just sails wide.
Like Elena Maybell, the goalkeeper for Grain Valley, had that near post covered, but still a nice strike by Arnaud. And definitely you can see that star potential we've heard about as Staley on the front foot again. Ball played forward, cleared out at least initially. Still not out of danger, now cleared by Grain Valley. Still not fully cleared, though, as Staley able to keep it in, but losing the footing, and now possible counterattack here for the Grain Valley Eagles. Good overhit on that through ball.
Yeah, you could see what she was trying to do, Radley Childers. She was yelling at the players in front of her to try and make the run in behind. She just kind of ran out of a bit of a ground, coming towards the byline.
Good challenge. Big collision there. No call by the referee. Ball cut out by the Grain Valley defense. It'll be a throw-in here on the near sideline, and one of the players for Grain Valley a bit worse for the wear after that collision. That's Taylor Nicholson, the freshman defender. What do you think, Connell? Clean play?
Hard challenge, yeah, but clean play indeed. It looks like Romy has came off a bit of the worst at the start, but it was a meaty challenge, certainly. Nothing that these players won't be used to, though.
And Romy, who we saw getting up limping, is going to check out of this match, at least momentarily.
Yeah, big collision there. Romy, bit of a shame. She's looked really lively in these opening 10 minutes or so. Her and Charlotte Woodward up front have been a bit of a menace, trying to get into positions for Mena Arnaud to pick out.
Sophia Ramsey freshman, comes in. We'll do our best, folks, but the Staley jersey numbers are going to make it a little tough on player identification today, but we'll do our best on that for sure. As Childers again now with a chance for Grand Valley, maybe going to shoot this one, but she puts it right at the keeper, hit that one well, and it's never a bad idea to take a bouncing shot on turf. You never know where it's going to go, but Addie Horn in perfect position to make that save.
Yeah, it was really tidy feet work from Annabelle Tata to get her off on her way. Childers, she looks like she's going to be a bit of a handful in this game, but that was a great touch, great turn for Green Valley to get in behind. It looks like they're getting closer and closer.
Game we said on paper feels a lot more like a championship game than a third place game, and we've seen both these teams getting chances on offense here in the first 10 minutes of the match. Looks like this will probably not stay a 0-0 game for long. Definitely looks like there's some goals to come in this one. Is goal kick coming up for Staley.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't be betting on a 0-0 here. Looks like both teams are quite adventurous going forward. Both want to test the defenses, trying to get in behind.
Well, unlike a championship game where you maybe have some nerves, in a third place game, there's really no reason to hold anything back. And maybe another chance here for Staley. Goalie off her line, able to make a big play. She crashes down to the ground, and a foul is called. Always protect the goalkeepers in situations like that, of course, as Elena Mabel came out, played it out with her feet, but we see her getting up a little bit gingerly there. Let's take another look, Connell, as it looked like Staley was behind the defense, and give credit to Mabel. Not used to playing a lot of goalkeeper, but aggressive there and prevented a goal-scoring chance.
Yeah, she was brave. She came out. She probably knew she was going to take the collision. Kind of cheeky from the Staley forward to just shove her into the defender, into the goalkeeper, but it was a fantastic ball, first of all, to set her off on her way.
Mabel still limping in the goal box, kind of bending that, flexing that right leg, right knee, so we'll see if there's any long-term effects from bending over. We can see her grimacing, so we'll keep an eye on her and her mobility the rest of the season. She's going to stay in the match, at least for now. Staley has the ball, and I think if they sense the goalkeeper for Green Valley is a little banged up, they may add even a little more effort to that offensive surge, which they've been applying here the last few moments, but turned over here right in the center of the park. It's a good tactical foul there, and the referee does blow his whistle, but pretty good job by Staley there preventing a possible quick counterattack.
Yeah, it certainly seemed to be a tactical foul. They lost the ball in a bad area, and Green Valley did have numbers forward, so stopping the attack in its tracks was probably the best course of action.
Maybe a chance to lob the ball into the box for Green Valley. To come up just short of the box, headed out by Staley. Now lobbed up the field. Green Valley should be fine here as long as they're careful with this first touch. Just going to let it trickle over the sideline for the throw-in.
Looked to be Woodward chasing that again. Seem to have a lot of energy, the forwards of Staley. Anytime that ball comes up, they're desperate to get in behind this Green Valley defense, keeping them on their toes and keeping them honest.
Thought there was a foul there, and the whistle comes just a second late as there'll be a free kick coming up for Green Valley.
That's Tata again, looking very comfortable with the ball at her feet when they're back to goal. That's how Childers got her last opportunity on goal.
Handball is called, and yeah, you look at the front three for Green Valley. Bradley Childers, freshman, star potential. We've already seen her make a big impact in this match. Emma Thiessen, junior, All-State in 2021, All-Region in 2022 at center forward. And then you're just talking about Annabelle Tata, definitely a big goal-scoring threat on the left wing. She can play on the right wing as well. So Staley going to have their hands full with this front three of Green Valley.
Well, Thiessen seems to be a player that they're looking to try and play off. Maybe try and link up with Tata and with Childers on either side. Looks like she's pretty comfortable with the ball at her feet as well.
It's punted forward by Horn, and that ball's going to roll. Staley just needed a little bit of a break there, and that could have been on, but it's going to be played out by Green Valley. Nice job there keeping the ball in play, keeping possession. Now center of the park. Staley wins the foot race to the loose ball here in the center circle. Probably another foul there, and yep, there's the call by the referee. Referee in our first game is Damon Klutz. Staley takes it quickly into the box. Centering ball cleared out, at least initially, but still in a dangerous spot as Staley's going to run onto this one. Good first move. Cleared out, though. Good recovery defense by Green Valley.
Yeah.
That's Childers again, not just making an impact on the offensive end, tracking all the way back defensively to break that up.
This is a great counter-attack here. If Tata can just pick out the right pass, and she does.
Nicely weighted ball, but the goalkeeper very quickly off her line. A great play there by Addie Horn, because that was a perfect pass. It looked like it was going to be just barely behind the defense, but Addie Horn snuffs out a goal-scoring chance.
Yep. It was a great ball through, perfectly weighted. She couldn't put too much on it, or else the goalkeeper would have been there a lot quicker, but Addie Horn showing a lot of bravery, coming out, going to feet, and taking that ball, but another alarm bells were going for the Staley defense.
Childers again, left-footed shot, puts it wide of goal. Again, Green Valley, all sorts of pressure right now. Seems like they may have a goal coming.
They're certainly not afraid to have an effort from outside the box anyway, that's for sure. Staley defender Addison Story just kind of getting caught up with the ball underneath her feet. Bradley Childers prepared to pounce on that.
Joined the Falcons on the pitch.
It's going to be another goal kick here for Staley. Again, we haven't seen Addie Horn taking these goal kicks, at least not yet. It's just something to track. Not sure if she's battling an injury or maybe she just doesn't feel like she's got the leg to put it far enough up the field, but we'll see if that continues throughout the game. Green Valley again with possession. Nice touch back there. Now switching the point of attack near sideline. Staley, though, good defense, racing to try to snuff this out. Green Valley, though, able to keep it, and a foul's called there. A little bit of a tug. Not much, but referee calling it pretty tight here in the early going.
Yeah, Taylor Nicholson, she done well there to buy that foul. She was kind of running into no man's land. She was able to get her body in the right position, force the defender from Staley to foul her.
Now Nicholson's going to take this free kick, booming it towards the box. Good ball there, headed towards the goal. Goalie, though, comes out to claim it again. Addie Horn been active and aggressive coming off her line and able to claim another one there.
By number 37, Taylor Nicholson.
Certainly looks like the set pieces being thumped into the box is something that Green Valley have worked on. They're going to try and test the goalkeeper any chance they can get. Could be another opportunity here.
Ball played towards Childers, cut out. The Green Valley immediately gets it back. Now Childers will get the ball, but first touch lets her down. That was a tough one to handle, and it trickles over the sideline.
Yeah, it really was drilled at her there. She tried to take a touch, but a bit too hard.
Eagles, number 7, Aubrey Henson.
No score here. 18 minutes gone. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Thanks so much for tuning in. Alongside Cottle McCourt, I'm Dave Borchert. Number 1 seed Staley against number 2 seed Green Valley. A little bit surprising, but these teams that we expected at least one of them to be in the championship game, playing here for the 3rd place title. Good game so far, just looking for the first goal here. Championship game coming your way here on Spectrum Sports at 6:05. St. Pius X Warriors against the Liberty Blue Jays, both of which undefeated on the young season, both of which won 2-0 yesterday to advance to the championship game.
See another one of these lofting balls in, I would suspect. Dave, looks to be something of a hallmark of this Green Valley team.
Low line drive this time into a little bit of a wind, not much, but about 10 miles an hour, right to left on your TV screen. And now Green Valley needs to be careful here, as fortunate a little bit of shielding by one defender, able to let the ball roll all the way to the keeper. Lena Maybell, when we were tracking her earlier, she seems to be moving around pretty well. So I think that collision she suffered earlier doesn't seem to have any lingering effects.
That's very clever defending from Giuliano, the captain at the back for Green Valley. She noticed the danger, pardon me. She sniffed it out. She knew that she probably didn't have the legs to get to it, but she just used her body to shield off the Staley forward and allow her defensive partner to clear their lanes.
Well, it looked like that could have been trouble. I mean, if she would have just continued trying to have a foot race, it looked like she was about to lose it. So like you said, very clever defending, just slowing down enough for her defender to get over and clean up the mess.
They say the first few yards of defense are all in your head. She certainly showed it on that attack.
All being knocked around the box. Danger for Green Valley, able to clear it out. Thought there might have even been a possible handball in there, but no call by the referee. Play's going to continue as Staley takes it quickly here on the near sideline. A little bit of contact there again. No call by the ref.
Work from Childers again.
Just a bit overhit on that pass as overlapping run taking place there by Tata, but not quite able to corral that pass from Childers.
Very dynamic player Childers looks in this opening half, both defensively and in the attack.
Good stuff there by Thiessen, but no one there immediately to help recover the ball. Now Staley, can they counter quickly the other direction? A little bit of space here in the center circle.
Looks like Thiessen and Tata may be switching momentarily between that 10 and 9 position. We've seen Thiessen lead the line the first 20 minutes. It kind of looks like Tata is playing above her at the minute.
Good stuff here by Green Valley. I think that would be a foul, but no foul is given. The referee's been calling it pretty tight, but he's let a few bumps go here the last 2 minutes. That would have been a good spot for Green Valley to have a free kick. Instead, it's going to be a throw-in for Staley. Referee's going to make him redo that with the substitution coming.
Substitution for the Falcons, entering the pitch is number 14, Callie Drummond.
Here the announcer, Callie Drummond, coming on for Staley. Looks like she'll be setting up in that attacking midfield role, as Mena Arno, who we've highlighted all game, going to get a little breather here.
She started really brightly. The first 10 minutes or so, Mena Arno, it just kind of looks like it's been more Green Valley. These past 5-10 minutes or so, probably just take her out, save a bit of energy.
This is definitely different rules than what you're seeing for professional soccer in terms of substitutions. It's more like a basketball game. A player can come out and then be subbed back in later, unlike in the pros where if you're subbed out of the match, you're done for the day. So we certainly would expect to see Mena Arno back in this match fairly soon.
Absolutely. Good work from Mia Cole of Green Valley in the middle to be breaking up the play there. As Childers runs at the defense again on this near hand side.
Good idea by Childers, popped up in the air, now being headed around. Not good numbers though by Green Valley. It ends up being a 1-on-5 for Tata. Staley's still not completely out of the woods here though, but no one there on the receiving end for Green Valley. Win possession right back quickly though.
It's kind of a bit of pinball there on the edge of the box. Here is Mia Cole again.
Looking for Childers. Childers hadn't made the run though, and it ends up trickling harmlessly over the end line.
That was the right idea from Cole again. She looks very combative there in the middle of the park. Not afraid to put a tackle in. She's just starts to exit the field. She's been doing really well there, winning the ball, picking up those loose balls, and that was actually a pretty good idea to the byline to try and get Childers on, but they just seemed to be on different wavelengths.
Mia Cole subbed out, and Allie Gilbert comes on for Green Valley. Good step there and clearance by Green Valley.
After Mena Arno exited the field, we're starting to see a bit more of Kiki Carr for the Staley Falcons. Stepping up, trying to be that focal point, dictating play going forward.
So, Connell, we've seen Staley a few times get on the counterattack and look like they're about to get a good chance. It hasn't really come to fruition yet in terms of shots on goal, but Green Valley has had more of those attacking chances that have resulted in the final product. What does Staley need to do in your eyes to really start threatening the Green Valley defense more?
Well, it could be in here.
Yeah, no doubt, as the goalkeeper scuffs that shot a little bit. It's going to be cleared out now by Green Valley. I mean, do you think Staley's going to be looking to counterattack and score on set pieces, or what do you think they need to do through the run of play?
It certainly looks that way. Going forward, Green Valley certainly seems to have a bit of an edge on them, as you see them attacking the last line of defense here with Tata.
Boy, she was knocked down in the box. Looked like a shoulder-to-shoulder, if not an elbow. It's going to be a corner kick for Green Valley, but wonder if you could have had a shout for a possible penalty kick there. It looked like a pretty big collision just inside the box.
Two heavy challenges. The first in the middle of the park there, and the second, of course, in the box. You have to be careful when you're making those type of challenges, but...
What do you think here, Connell?
Certainly, it does look like she led with the elbow, but shoulder to shoulder, referee's probably gonna going to call that in the favor of the defender most times. But
I guess if you're saying it's a very low goal scoring chance from that position, maybe that's the deciding factor. First corner kick for Grain Valley cleared out, but it's going to be sent back in. Good ball towards the near post. Another corner kick coming up here for the Eagles.
But to your point earlier with Staley, they're probably going to have to soak up a bit of pressure here. Grain Valley certainly look like they have the edge going forward. But in the first 10 minutes or so, Staley looked to get in behind them and cause them a bit of problem. So they'll probably try and stick to that, trying to get some of their quicker players in on the attack.
Good service in, headed towards goal, and I think it's cleared off the goal line, but then tapped in. Have our first goal of the match here in the third place game in Grain Valley. We talked about it. It looked like they were about to score a goal, and they find it there on the set piece. Great service in. The initial header cleared off the goal line by the Staley defense, and then opportunistic finish by Grain Valley gives them the 1-0 lead. And that was Allie Gilbert, who just came on, ended up poking it in there at the far post.
Yeah, she done well. She was sniffing in and around the area. They done well to get the shot on target, cleared off the line. Heartbreaking for Staley, but right place at the right time, just off the bench. Allie Gilbert, she's made her presence felt in the first 5 or so minutes.
Poacher's goal there, right?
Absolutely.
Got to hustle and be in the right place, right?
Right, and a lot of that, you could say it's luck, but being in the right place at the right time. People have made a career out of that type of thing, knowing exactly where to be, where the ball's likely to fall. And thankfully for her, she took advantage of it.
I mean, it's anticipation and effort, right?
Absolutely.
You're trying to guess where the ball's going to go if you're not in a position to get the ball yourself. And then you're trying to beat the defender to get to that spot. So it's so much of it's just effort and hustle and anticipation. And great job there by Allie Gilbert as Grain Valley has struck first. We didn't think this game would stay 0-0 for long. And Grain Valley love to find another one here before the intermission. They're on the front foot still here on the throw-in.
Yeah, they certainly smell blood. It looks. Staley not really offering much of a bite up front at the minute and allowing Grain Valley to kind of just dictate the play and play the game on their terms as they look to force the ball forward again.
Possession will go back to Staley on the throw-in, far sideline.
And this is a very important 13 or so minutes for Staley, Dave. They're going to try and hang on into this game, try and get a couple of attacks before halftime, but they're going to need to be very aware of those front three of Tata, of Childers, and I believe it's Ali Gilbert as well, and Thiessen just kind of dictating it up there as well. They're going to have to stay on edge, but they do need to start threatening the goal a bit more than they have.
Without being too aggressive, right? Because at this point, we know how important the first goal is. If Staley was to concede another one here before halftime, that could be really harmful to their chances of trying to mount a comeback.
Certainly, it would be backs against the wall at that point, because they have a bit to deal with here.
Tata with it for Grain Valley, dispossessed, but Grain Valley able to get it back at least momentarily. Now in the attacking third, nice touch there by Childers. Has two teammates racing out here on the right wing. Now Tata sending it across. No one on the receiving end, but not cleared out by Staley. Good idea there by Grain Valley, though.
It's a great ball in by Tata. She's looked very dangerous anytime she's got the ball in and around the area. That one, she takes a defender all the way to the byline and just fizzes the ball across the box. You're thinking they could be queuing up there waiting for that one. It could have been 2-0. Thankfully for Grain Valley, or for Staley, pardon me. The ball seemed to evade everyone in a white jersey.
Nice ball there by Tata to the near wing, but good defense by Staley. Able to win back possession when it looked like that could be on for Grain Valley. Now better stuff here by Staley. The Falcons trying to move forward, but ball rolled over the sideline. It's going to be a throw-in for Grain Valley.
That's Kiki Carr again. Wasn't aware of why the referee blew his whistle. Just brought the ball slightly over the line when trying to pick that pass, put it forward for Woodward.
Childers lets it run through and now able to win possession. A little unlucky on that one as it bounces away from her, but Childers with a big tackle. That's got to be a foul, and it is. Well, you can see why she's getting all the hype as a freshman. We've seen the offensive, but a little bit of bite there on that tackle as well on the defensive side.
Looks like she has the heart of a lion, honestly. Brave as can be, both wanting the ball and not scared to put in a tackle. Sometimes when they come in and a freshman, they don't really know enough to be afraid, so that can certainly work in her favor, and you can see that she's not scared to get on the ball and try and make things happen for Green Valley. She seems to be the focal point in attack at this point.
Staley trying to find the equalizers. We only have 10 minutes till halftime. We've yet to really test the Green Valley goalkeeper with any shots on goal. A couple long balls forward that Maybell came off her line quickly to claim those, but we haven't seen Maybell forced into action to make a save yet, as possession will stay with Staley. Throw in on the far side. Substitution coming for Green Valley. Mia Cole comes back in for the Eagles.
And Arno,
the key player for Staley offensively, at least, coming back into the match as well. Didn't think she would sit for long as service cleared out by the Green Valley Eagles. Again, it'll stay with Staley, but forced back, and Green Valley chance to set up shop defensively here.
good ball.
Ball sent in behind the defense. This could be the first shot. Oh, but it's missed by the striker as Woodward looked like she was trying to dink it around the keeper and then get a shot, but her touch didn't allow her to get to that shot at the end of the day. I thought that was going to be a shot on goal for sure, but I think Woodward's touch let her down just a little bit.
That's a lovely little delicate touch over the top for Woodward to chase. And I have to give credit to the goalkeeper. Came out, closed her angles down well, and forced Woodward to make her decision maybe before she wanted to. Seemed like she just kind of ran out of time at the end. But that was good goalkeeping from the relative novice in Maybell.
Yeah, no doubt. You wouldn't, by watching her, you wouldn't tell that she hasn't played a lot of goalkeeper. She looks like she's making the right decision every time as ball's sent in. Going to be a goal kick for Maybell.
Yeah, I just wonder if Woodward wishes she could have that one back. Too many times you'll get one-on-one with a goalkeeper, that type of chance. But credit to the goalkeeper. She came out and made it difficult. And that's the reason. Still no score for Staley.
Across the 8 minutes remaining mark here at Black County High School. Maybell's going to take her time on this punt.
You can tell the longer that this season goes on, Dave, some of these players may just get a bit more used to playing together as Tata chases.
Does a nice job able to keep possession now into the box. Second defender over for Staley, and good job there with some emergency defending as a couple runners were right in front of goal for Green Valley.
Yeah, Calderon seemed to be in a bit of trouble there. She done enough to ward off Tata for the second defender to come in and clean up.
Ball chipped in, and Childers again causing all sorts of problems, but a good job there by the Staley goalkeeper, Addie Horn, to claim that just in the nick of time.
Yeah, she had to be on her toes because Childers, they didn't know exactly where it was going to bounce, but it bounced in the area. The goalkeeper had to be quick out to get it.
Really physical game here as players falling left and right with big challenge after big challenge, and Green Valley's going to finally corral it here. No quit in Staley, though. It's a good step there. Now to Todd on the near sideline. A little bit of time and space. She hasn't had much today, but she has it right now to Childers.
Good touch.
Oh, and a nice spin there by Childers. Going to lob this towards goal. Runner there, but the goalkeeper again off her line to snag it.
Yep, anytime that they can, it seems like they're trying to get Radley Childers with her back to goal.
Don't think that was a shot, do you? You think that was more of a cross?
Looked like it was a cross. She seemed like she had the reinforcements coming in.
Maybe a chance here finally for Staley. Good tackle in the box. Calls for a penalty, but I don't think that's a penalty-worthy foul. Good challenge there and some good emergency defending. Let's take a look here, Connell.
Yeah, Lexi Nicholson, she does really well. She was highlighted by her coach before the game. She really is the leader at the back there, the lone senior. You can see why. They were in a lot of trouble there, and she stepped up. Put in a terrific challenge.
Staley with a chance here, and it's trickling towards goal, and it's a diving save. First of the match by Elena Mabel. And if that would have been struck a little harder, I think that might have found the back corner.
Yeah, she just snatched at it. Mabel done well. Get down and corral it in the end. But yep, just not a lot of conviction on the strike. As you said, any harder, and I think Green Valley might have been in a little bit of bother.
The run for Staley. 5 minutes left here in the first half. They trail Green Valley 1-0 here in the third place game. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum Sports. I'm Dave Borchard alongside Connell McCourt. We appreciate you tuning in. Again, championship game coming your way soon, 6:05 approximately. St. Pius X facing off with Liberty in that championship game. Staley being patient here, some time and space to operate in, which they haven't had much of here today. Nice back heel. Good stuff here by Staley as the Falcons getting forward. Green Valley, though, having a chance to get back and recover defensively. Woodward trying to win the ball, unable to do so, but Staley's going to keep possession. Edge of the attacking third. Good move there, but
Too much.
I was going to say extra defenders in there to really stop that attack for Green Valley. Swarming every time Staley gets the ball in a dangerous spot.
And the ball was on there to the right-hand side for Arno. Just didn't pick her head up. Turned back into trouble. They do still have the ball, though, Staley.
So if Green Valley can win it here, they might be able to spring quickly. They have a couple forwards pretty far up the field against only two Staley defenders, but Staley's on the front foot instead. It deflects over the end line for a corner kick. Another chance here for the Falcons to equalize before the break.
And that's Maddie Ferris, the number 8. She looked very lively. She was the one that had the strike on goal from the last corner. She might be in sniffing around the area again as Mia Arno makes her way over to take what looks to be another one of those trademark Staley goal corner kicks.
Chance for a short corner, and she takes it short. Now lobbed into the box. Woodward there. It's going to be cleared out by Green Valley. Never been a big fan of the short corners, Connell, but I guess when they work, maybe that's when we like them.
I think a lot of the thinking in it is that the defenders are coming out, maybe coming out a bit too much and leaving some defenders back there, so you're leaving some of your strikers on side. Maybe so after some have vacated the area, but as you say, it doesn't. When it does come off, it looks pretty, but when it doesn't, it's just kind of a wasted corner.
Good idea, though, but pass just a bit off target. It's cleared out by Green Valley, but Staley continues to stay on the front foot here the last couple minutes.
Yeah, it would be a real shot in the arm for Staley if they were able to get a goal in this final 2.5 minutes, but they're going to be in a bit of trouble here.
Now we have a 3-on-3 here with Childers making a run. I think she stayed onside. But her touch lets her down, and it's going to be claimed by Addie Horn, but good stuff there by Green Valley on the counterattack.
Just waited that extra second. Annabelle Tata, she could have released it. It was a great counterattack by Green Valley. Maybe just coming towards the end of the half here, a bit of that tiredness starting to creep in. But she's done really well. Lovely footwork from Arno.
Good stuff here by Arno. Good ball into the box. Got to be careful here if you're Green Valley, and good clearance at the end of the day, but man, you saw the talent there on Mena Arno. Now Green Valley trying to go quick the other way.
She's really impressed me in this first half. Mena Arno, very cultured with her feet, very industrious every time she gets the ball, always looking to go forward, always looking to take people on. And if it's not taking a pass to her, she's dragging another out of position, so really indispensable for this Staley team going forward.
Just a little over a minute left here. Is there a goal to be had by either team here in the dying moments of the first half? If it is, there's a good chance one of those number 2s will be involved as Arno and Childers have been huge factors here with Arnaud for Staley and Childers for Grain Valley. Both have had a huge impact offensively here in the first half. Even more impressive that Childers is making that impact as a freshman. Grain Valley taking their time here, just 45 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, they're in no rush to finish this half. Staley kind of getting a bit more of the wind behind their sails as this game is worn on. Getting a bit more comfortable, trying to take the ball forward and worrying the freshman goalkeeper.
Staley with a chance here. They have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Great ball towards the middle. Just a bit over hit, but what a great idea is that would have set up a 1v1 against the keeper, but that pass just 2 or 3 feet too far.
And Kiki Carr done really well to hold her run, not wander offside.
And a near chance again for Staley as that's going to be the last play of the first half. Really competitive half as Grain Valley up 1-0. Man, that was a pretty even first half, Connell. Good stuff.
Definitely, yeah. It certainly looks like a fair representation of the first half. Maybe Grain Valley slightly shading it in certain areas of the game, but Staley looking very dangerous, especially on the counter-attack. Some very cultured footballers.
Is that the game you expected to see in the first 45, or did anything surprise you?
Well, in the first few minutes, I kind of expected Staley to be the team that were in possession and dominating the ball, but Grain Valley have really impressed me, and they took their goal really well, so certainly it deserved of the win at the first half.
All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back with a halftime show, which includes first half highlights and first half stats. Grain Valley leading Staley 1-0 at the half. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Welcome back. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum Sports. Hy-Vee proud to support Greater Kansas City High School Athletics. Grain Valley, number 2 seed, leading Staley, the number 1 seed, 1-0 at the break here in our consolation game. Winner of this gets 3rd place in the tournament. Connell, first half stats, what stood out to you? I guess no surprise, Grain Valley more shots. It seemed like they had more high-quality chances, right?
Yeah, they did. Grain Valley certainly seemed to be dictating play going forward. Staley not looking out of it, though. They were unfortunate not to take advantage of the corner kick that they had, but they have been looking dangerous when they're getting in behind that back 4 of Grain Valley, so really all to play for here in the second 45.
Staley with a lot of long balls forward. They didn't end up getting a lot of shots, though, as we see on the stats. Really just one time that the Grain Valley goalkeeper, Elena Mabel, had to lay out and make a diving save. What does Staley need to do to build more chances through the run of play as opposed to just long ball after long ball, or do you think that's going to be their formula to score here tonight?
Well, unfortunately for them, it just looks like Grain Valley may have a bit of the upper hand on them on the ball. Staley may just have to be a bit disciplined like they were in the first half, soak up a bit of pressure, try and catch Grain Valley on the attack, because as we've seen, Grain Valley does love to throw the numbers forward when they're getting in and around the area. So I think Staley hoping that they'll kind of overload the numbers forward and try and catch them with some of those speedy wingers, or Mia Arnaud picking some pass over the top.
As we see, both teams look happy and excited here for the second half. Staley certainly not hanging their head despite this 1-0 halftime deficit. Referee Damon Klutz blows his whistle. We're underway, second half action. Thanks so much for tuning in here on Spectrum Sports. I'm Dave Borchard alongside Connell McCord, and Grain Valley, you'd have to think a second goal might be enough. They're out here on the front foot early to start the second half, but a bit overhit on that one. Off the corner flag and over the end line. It's going to be a goal kick. They almost got a lucky break, and it would have been a deep throw-in for Staley, but it's going to be a goal kick at the end of the day.
Yeah, certainly a chance now for Staley, the defenders, to catch their breath. Almost got caught cold there. Grain Valley not hanging around, coming out of the traps early in this second half, trying to put the nail in the coffin.
Booted forward, but turned over, and now Childers going to fire a long ranger. Rolls wide of goal and really had no other option there. There was no one up in a spot to receive a pass, and Childers, nice step to win back possession, but her shot goes a bit wide.
She's certainly not scared to have a go. We've seen a couple of times in that first half. Anytime she was getting a side of goal, she was trying to make the goalkeeper work. Likewise that time.
Staley breaks the pressure this time, but that last pass just a bit off target, and it's going to go right back to Grain Valley. It's like they're being very aggressive here to start the second 40 minutes and trying to, like you said, get that nail in the coffin. Looks like they're really pushing for that here in the opening moments.
Yeah, certainly a bit of soaking up to do for the Staley defense in this opening minute or so.
I say when a team has a lead, a lot of times they try to sit back and really protect the lead, but it seems like Green Valley's idea is protect it through possessing the ball and trying to get that second goal. It looks like they're using offense as defense.
Yeah, well, Coach Brett Lewis told us yesterday they are a solid defensive team. They obviously have a lot of faith in the defenders back there, so anytime they can get a chance to get numbers forward, they certainly don't need a second invitation. Staley going to have to be aware of that. Coach Johnny Chain will be coming out here trying to tell his troops not to give up because those chances will come.
Green Valley needs to be careful here. Emergency defending. Takes a deflection. It's going to be a goal kick, but scary moments there for Green Valley as Staley almost got a chance out of nothing. Long ball forward was bouncing around. Green Valley a bit fortunate.
Just a bit of a lack of communication, really, between the two defenders of Green Valley. Maddie Ferris, like she was at the end of that first half, just being a bit of a nuisance in there. Thankfully for Green Valley, they were able to knock the ball out off her and thus win the goal kick. Good pressure from Ferris, though. The tug of the shirt.
Referee spotted that, and it's going to be a throw-in for Staley near sideline as we're just underway here in the second half.
Yeah.
Hard to miss that one.
Clear as day.
Staley's going to lob this forward into a bit of a wind. Going to get it just inside the penalty area. Now trying to head it towards goal, but header deflects in the wrong direction. Going to be a goal kick coming up for Green Valley.
Yeah, it's Ferris again. You can see what she was trying to do, trying to direct the ball back across goal. Not necessarily on target, but hoping that it would find a black and green jersey. Unfortunately for her, it trickled wide.
That goal kick going to sail over the sideline, and possession going right back to Staley Falcons as they're trying to find the equalizer here in this match early in the second half.
They need to keep this pressure on. They've been certainly looking to trouble the Green Valley defense, who have been standing firm as of yet.
Childers trying to split two defenders, and they end up getting possession back, does Green Valley. Lots of defenders back, though, for Staley. Tapped over the sideline. Possession will stay with the Green Valley Eagles, far side. Lead 1-0 here. So we're 4.5 minutes into the second half.
Well watched there at the back by Lexi Nicholson.
Better stuff here for Staley as they have two forwards here now into the box. Ball sent across. Runner is there, but it goes over the top of goal. Staley's best chance of the match. And it's gone just high. Looked like that could have been the equalizer for sure. Let's take another look here, Connell, as that was Maddie Ferris who poked it high.
Ferris again getting herself into a great position, just not enough conviction on the eventual shot. Great work, though, down the wing from Kiki Carr. Getting the ball, it certainly looked like there was three of them. She wasn't the favourite to get there, but suddenly she put the jets on and she was gone. Good ball back across goal, just not able to direct it.
Now here's Arnaud with the long-range shot, going to go just wide of goal. Mabel thought that was going to go wide, decided not to try to touch it. She was right, but that was close. That just went a few inches wide of goal.
Yeah, it certainly seemed to take her a bit of time to decide if she was going to go for it or not. Just trying to direct it towards goal, keep it low. Arnaud.
Bit of life here, though, by Staley in the last few moments. They're searching for that equalizer. He said that was a great cross in. tough finish with the ball bouncing, not necessarily rolling smoothly across at turf level, but still a great chance for Staley. But now maybe another chance with time and space on the far sideline. Now cut back. Looking for a cross into the box here. Nice move there. Now past another defender. Now sent in. It's going to roll over the end line and be a corner kick for Staley as Arnaud causing all sorts of trouble there with the dribble.
Certainly, it's terrific work from Arnaud. She had the two defenders doing the Canadian barn dance, taking the ball to the byline, crossing it. Unfortunately, no one there as she looks to threaten again.
Staley with a shot wide to go. Okay, Canadian barn dance. You're going to have to explain this one to me. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one. So is that like a square dance? Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. Just kind of getting them with their feet crossed over? Is it? Okay.
So it looks like they were doing a bit of the salsa. They back and forward, didn't quite know where they were going.
I got it. I like it. That's a good one. I just never heard that one before. Staley getting it back again immediately. I'll just be kind of pinball around here, and Grain Valley unable to get out of their own defensive half. Staley certainly got some energy and momentum at the moment, stepping aggressively into everything, trying to prevent Grain Valley from getting back on the front foot, but now it's a 3-on-4 for Grain Valley. Good ball through. First timer is diving save. It's going to be corralled now. Well, I thought that was a bit of an ambitious shot, but it ends up forcing a diving save on that long ranger.
Lovely first time ball through to Ali Gilbert there, the goal scorer. She just seemed to take her shot a bit too early. Should have let it set and take it on. I don't think she knew she had as much space as she did. Made the goalkeeper work though. It was a sprawling save.
End-to-end action here to start the second half is Staley looking for that equalizer and Grain Valley looking for what could be a nail in the coffin, although the way Staley has looked on offense the last few minutes, a 2-0 lead would not be insurmountable in this one.
Certainly looks like coach for Staley, Johnny Chain, kind of seemed to change up a bit of tactics with a lot of it was kind of being long ball in the first half, trying to knock it long, try and get in behind, but they seem to be going a bit more direct, getting the ball to their playmakers, trying to take on some of the Grain Valley defenders, and they've had a bit of success with it here in the opening 9 minutes or so of this half. Just looking to capitalize and get one back. Suddenly it's a whole different game.
Goal for Grain Valley. Centering ball is cleared out. Good step there. Looked like a handball. The referee on the sideline called it. The referee in the middle says play on, and now call is given. I think it's going to be a card as well, and it is. Don't know if that was an intentional handball, but no doubt about the ball hitting the arm of the Grain Valley defender.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I believe it was for the foul afterwards.
So there's the handball. Referee initially said play on. Foul after the fact.
Certainly looked, the yellow card looked like it was for the cynical tackle afterwards. Seen that Mina Arnaud had a lot of real estate in front of her, was trying to pick her pass.
Long ball forward, struck well, but cleared out at least initially by Grain Valley. Now the Eagles looking to counter quickly the other direction. Nice ball from Childers, near side. Is it going to stay in? Not quite. It's a good idea there by Grain Valley, but the pass just a bit too hard.
That's great thinking by Childers. Just slightly overcooked the pass.
It's going to be a throw in back to Grain Valley. Two quality teams that both have big aspirations for this season here battling in this third place game. Thought that might be a foul, but instead it's called a over the sideline, so it'll be a throw in for Grain Valley. Very physical battling for the ball here on the near side.
Yeah, it looked like neither girl wanted to give up the ball there. They were just standing waiting for the lino on this side to call for either side. Grain Valley are the lucky ones.
Good ball over the top, but referee blows his whistle. Possession's going to go back to Staley, but Emma Thiessen can't believe it. She doesn't know what the call is there. I didn't see anything either. I'm not sure if that was an offside or handball.
No, it looked like a handball, although whether it hit her directly on the hand was, yeah.
I don't know. Not near as obvious as the one a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, you can certainly see why she was campaigning for it.
Good defending here, as that looked like that was going to be a 1v1 for Staley. Green Valley able to, I thought, earn a throw in. Yeah, there's the call. Took a little bit, but able to earn a throw in with some great defending there.
And Maddie Farris has really changed it up for Staley since coming on. Offers them something a bit different out on that left-hand side. She's combative, but certainly looks like she's comfortable with the ball at her feet as well.
Isabel Lopez.
Bit of a tactical change there. It looks as Kiki Carr has made her way off.
Foul is called. Referee could have played advantage there. Instead stops the play. It'll be a free kick for Green Valley. Still lots of time left for Staley to find that equalizer. Possession stays with Green Valley. Throw in near midfield.
Both teams very evenly matched, it seems, Dave. All over the park. They have playmakers. They have solid defenders. It's just who's going to take advantage of the opportunities that are presented today. As Staley look to come forward again.
With some time and space this time on the far wing. Ball cut back. The cross is blocked. Staley's going to run onto it, though. Maybe a long-range shot here, and it is, but pulled wide of goal. Pretty good strike there by the Falcons, but fortunately for them, it went a couple feet wide.
It certainly seemed to open up in front of her.
Taken by number 10.
Carter's moved out onto that left-hand side.
It was Emery McClendon with that long ranger. Staley has looked better, like you said, through the run of play, not just long ball after long ball this half. They've been better kind of building up and finding that end product through the run of play.
Substitution for the Falcons. Re-entering the pitch, number
Seems like
15.
they want to get to the ball to the feet of the legs of Carr and Farris and Mina Arno, and try and take the ball with him, as Arno is doing quite successfully now.
See why she's getting all the hype. Arno causing a build-up by herself, and that's in the box, and that's a penalty kick. I don't think there's any doubt about that, as Mina Arno, we've been hyping her up all day, and she earned the penalty kick, dribbling through 3 or 4 defenders before finally earning that PK, and you'd have to think she's going to be the one to take this one.
Yeah. Certainly looks like a great work again from Arno. That's just what we were talking about. Getting the ball at her feet, taking on defenders, forcing them to commit. And yep, for sure, 100% penalty. She's going to look to get Staley on the board and back in this game.
Lena Maybell going to try to save this one for Green Valley. It's a guessing game at this point. Arno going to take this right footer. She approaches, hammers it, pulls it wide! And a huge break for Green Valley is the best offensive player on Staley. Mina Arno pulls the penalty kick wide, and she had it open, Connell. It looked like Mabel, the goalkeeper, didn't move and had that far corner open, but she pulled it wide.
It almost looked like she tried to be too precise with it. She tried to hit it the very bottom corner. She seen that the goalkeeper was rooted to the spot and just tried to slide it home, but just looks like it kind of scuffs up in front of her. She just caught the wrong part of the ball, and that can happen. Staley hoping that that doesn't drop the head of their talisman in the middle of the park.
Well, that's one of those that certainly could have a psychological impact. As Staley, you get a penalty kick, you think that's a 90% probability you're going to score and tie the game, and the stats would back that up too. And to have your best offensive player miss the penalty, maybe even a little bit more discouraging. We'll see if Staley can keep their heads in this over the next few minutes. Connell, see if you think what happened here, if she mishit it or...
Yeah, it looks like it just, she planted her foot just a bit too close to the ball, and it looks like when she's hit she tried to get her connection with the ball, and it looks like it's almost hit off both feet, and just scuffed it wide. And that can happen. It's just a matter of how she bounces back now, because without a doubt she has been leading everything good going forward for Staley. She's actually had a really good game. You think a goal there just with Staley getting a bit of a head of steam could have changed the whole complexion of this game.
Long range shot, absolute rocket, just wide of goal. Yeah, it's interesting. This is almost like a tale of two halves. These are two good, evenly matched teams, but in the first half, Green Valley certainly more good chances on offense, and it's been the opposite here in the second half. Staley's been on the front foot most of the time.
Yeah, they really have. They've it looks like they've regrouped at the half, and they've came out trying to put Green Valley under a bit more pressure, isolating some of the defenders, trying to get some of their better players going one-on-one.
All popped up in the air. Staley still has work to do here. This could be a chance for Green Valley, now playing it backwards. Cole with the long ranger, struck well. It's spilled by the goalkeeper, but she recovers it. Addie Horn able to get it in that foot race, but what a nice long range shot by Mia Cole. She absolutely destroyed that ball.
Yeah, that ball coming at her too. That's not an easy one to take. Mia Cole hits that with such venom. Good save by the goalkeeper.
And then right when we get back from replay, another long-range shot. This one goes well wide.
That one wasn't going to worry the goalkeeper quite as much. That was a great strike initially by Cole. Takes the ball, gets it out of her feet. Just has a pop on goal. That really would have been against the run of play. As we see Mina Arno trying to take it forward again. Referee not interested in that.
Ball's going to go back to Staley, and again, they've had most of the possession this half. See subs going on for both teams. Green Valley looked like they were at the opening stages of this half and the very end of the first half. Looked like they were close to finding that second goal, but now it seems more like Staley closer to finding the equalizer, although, of course, things can change in soccer at a moment's notice. Staley certainly pushing here, trying to find that equalizing goal. If they do tie it up, and if this game ends regulation at 1-1 or some other tie score, we would go to 2 10-minute sudden death overtimes. The game is still tied after that. It would be to penalty kicks, but Green Valley now, right as I say that, pushing for that second goal.
It's a bit of a calculated risk here by Brett Lewis, the Green Valley coach, taking out two of the starters in Childers and Thiessen. They've kind of struggled at the start of this second half to have the same impact as they had in the first. So maybe giving them a bit of a sit-out.
What do you think? Won't get them fresh for that last 10 minutes, maybe?
Last 10 minutes or so, because it looks like it's going to be a bit of a slugfest for this last 20 minutes or so. I think the Coach Lewis is just hoping that they can stay in the game, hopefully stay ahead, and give it one last push with about 10 or 15 to go.
See, Cole was chopped down to the ground, earning a free kick, and Green Valley should be able to put the ball into the box from here. Good service, cleared out. Still being knocked around. Kick is missed there by Staley. Staley just defending right now, but they lose possession. That's a break for Green Valley. I thought Staley was just going to bomb that up the field and alleviate the pressure. Green Valley takes the throw in quickly, far sideline. Possession's going to go back to Staley. Throw in deep in their own end. Green Valley can turn it over here. They may be able to get a quick chance. Double team there, and they do get it back, does Green Valley. And a foul is given. This will be a good spot for a free kick for the Eagles.
Staley kind of caused themselves their own problems there. They could have, as you say, cleared it 2 or 3 times. Seems like they try to play out of the back, something that they haven't went away from. Sometimes you just got to launch it, get it out of there. But Addison Story at the back, kind of taking one too many touches, and it's invited on some Green Valley pressure here, Dave.
Green Valley with a chance here to really put this game away. Good ball into the box. Goalie off her line quickly to snag it. Not bad service there, but Addie Horn quick off her line to make that stop.
Yeah, she had to be aware. Anything in and around that 6-yard box, you usually want your goalkeeper to come out and collect. She took a lot of the pressure off the defense here.
Big foul on the near sideline, no doubt about that. Not a bad way to stop an attack, though.
It's a couple of times now. Taylor Nicholson has stopped an attack in that way. Next one, we'll probably see her enter the book.
Chance for Green Valley here, edge of the box. Good defending, though.
That's Story again. She's won the throw in this time.
Another throw in for Staley again, far sideline. Clock starting to be a factor here. Less than 20 minutes left. Again, it's Green Valley 1, Staley 0 here in the third place game, but Staley really with the momentum almost this entire half as they search for that tying goal. It's a good step there by the Eagles. And a great ball forward. 2 runners in the box. Missed hit on the cross, though. It goes harmlessly over the end line. That'll be a goal kick for Staley. Thought that was going to be a chance there for Green Valley.
Yeah, and that was Stumpin House getting in behind there. It was a terrific ball in the first place to set her free. She was off to the races, but it just looked like she snatched at it while trying to get the cross in. No worry really for the Staley defense in the end as they look to pump the ball back upfield.
Goal kick is taken. Claim back immediately there by Green Valley, and that's Childers. I'll tell you, if Green Valley is to find that put-away goal, you would think Childers needs to be more involved like she was in the first half.
Yeah.
What do you think is the key for Green Valley getting her more involved? Because she was a force in the first half, but been a little bit quiet here in the second half.
That's it. Well, just Staley, with Staley changing a bit of their approach, Green Valley had less of the ball. They were able to get the ball less to Childers, who it seemed like controlled a lot of the ball in the first half. Everything going forward for Green Valley. Staley just getting a bit more of a foothold in the game, and it's kind of just limited her touches a bit in the second half. Although I'm sure they're well aware of how dangerous she can be. No doubt they'll be keeping a close eye on her from this free kick, about to be delivered by Emma Thiessen.
Definitely going to be able to put the ball into the box from here. A left-footed shot, lobbed in well. Into a dangerous spot, goes just wide of goal. 3 runners there for Green Valley, but no one able to get a foot on it there on the receiving end. Really good service, though.
Absolutely, right into that corridor of uncertainty there. Goalkeeper didn't know whether to come or not. The ball just floated in, just agonizingly inches away from the feet of Tata, who, like Childers, was much more impactful in this first half, looking to try and get a bit more of a foothold in this second half. And that was a great opportunity to do it.
Turnover by Staley. Big collision there. Thought that would be a foul. The referee's not calling that one. Now still maybe a chance for Green Valley. Backhill attempt is going to be played back. It's a good idea there, but a bit overcooked. It's going to roll over the end line, but Green Valley now applying pressure the last few moments, trying to find that put-away goal. 16 minutes and change left in this one.
Yep, Green Valley really starting to pick up where they left off in that first half. Staley had much more of a foothold at the beginning of the second half, but it looks like as Woodward with a whiff.
She's kind of, we saw her laughing at her mistake there, not taking that one too seriously, which is good.
Heavy collision.
Maybe knocking of heads there as it looked like Tata was worse for the wear after that, but she'll continue. Again, pretty good spot for a free kick here.
Thiessen has shown that she has a nice delivery. Probably going to try and loft that one in anywhere between the edge of the D and the penalty area, the penalty spot, sorry.
Low line drive. Cleared out initially by Staley, now fully cleared over the sideline. gets it back for Staley. Nice touch there. It's a good idea, but the pass cut out and good patience here. We go back to Staley on the throw-in. Less than 15 minutes now for the Falcons to find that equalizer.
Staley just rushing it a little bit.
Some good pressure by Woodward, able to win back possession for Staley.
Arno does well. She's taken down.
Arno earns the free kick, and a yellow card is going to be shown. Pretty hard foul there. Second yellow card we've seen here today, both against Grain Valley. Let's take another look at this foul here, Connell.
Yeah, definitely. She's pulled down. Cynical challenge. She's seen Arno. Obviously knows what she's capable of, trying to stop her in her tracks. Done so successfully, but earned herself a caution and an entry into the referee's book.
Arno, not the biggest player on the field, but you'd have to think she'd be one of the main targets here on this set piece. She'll be making a run into the box. Ball is served in, low line drive, good ball, and Arno pokes it in! What a ball and what a finish as Arno makes up for missing that penalty kick a few minutes ago with a great finish to tie the game.
And you can't say they don't deserve it, Dave. They've been very good in the second half. They came out, adapted their approach, and it's a beautiful ball in. It's all really about the ball in, honestly. Mina Arno, as you said before, I don't know whether it's a commentator's curse or not, aimed directly for her. Goalkeeper comes. Arno gets there first, but the ball is so good that it only needs a slight touch. And we're all square now, Dave. Set up for a grandstand last 14 minutes or so.
Abby Cooley with a great ball there on the free kick. And Arno, you know that meant a lot for her, especially after the missed penalty kick. What a great finish. Really not much that Elena Maybell could do about that.
No, you can't really blame the goalkeeper. The ball was so good. It's very tempting for her to come for it. She kind of held her run. Arno had more conviction, wanted it a bit more.
Got 3-on-3 for Grain Valley if they hurry. Cole surveying her options. It's going to keep it.
Good strength.
They're going to pull it back, centering ball. Childers with it, trying to chip it forward into the box. Maybe a long-range shot here. It's hit off the head of one of the Staley defenders. It's going to go over the sideline. It'll be a throw-in for Grain Valley.
Good, brave defending from the Staley defense, putting their body on the line.
Childers sends it into the box. Good idea. Just past the waiting foot of one of her teammates. Man, what a ball by Childers.
Really is great technique from Childers. Take that touch, turn, get away from her defender just enough so she could get a good ball into the box. And it was a dangerous ball too. The striker had it gambled a little. It could have been a different outcome, but terrific work again from Childers.
Avery Stumpenhouse couldn't quite get to it there, the striker on that play for Grain Valley.
To be fair to her, I don't think she actually expected it to be as good of a ball as it was. Childers was a bit under pressure. She took her touch, but actually got in a fabulous ball. Just weren't able to take advantage of it that time.
One of these teams have the game winner here. Got 12.5 minutes left. If it stays tied at the end of regulation, we'll play 2 10-minute golden goal, sudden death overtimes. If it's still tied after that, then we're talking about penalty kicks. The way this is going, Staley's certainly going to keep pushing. We've seen Grain Valley all night, dangerous offensively. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see one of these teams win before penalty kicks.
Yeah, something tells me it's not going all the way, Dave. Seems like both of these teams are really eager to get forward. Neither are happy with this 1-1 draw as we have at the minute. Both are really seeking that winner. Trying to get out of here with their heads held high and a win to end this tournament. With about 11.5 minutes or so to go. It's time to see who's going to step up.
Just takes one magic moment for an offensive player or one mistake for a defensive player is that's going to be a foul against Staley. And Green Valley's had good service on these set pieces. They'll definitely be able to get it into the penalty area or near the penalty area from here.
It's a clever foul by Arno in that case. She knew Annabelle Tata was away from her. As you can hear, some of our effects, coaches believing it's an easy yellow. Referee doesn't agree. Another dangerous opportunity here, Dave, for Green Valley.
Ball sent into the area. Headed down, not towards goal. It's going to be cleared out by Staley. At least momentarily, and now fully cleared. Now Staley may be looking to launch the other direction, although lots of defenders back in white jerseys for Green Valley. Staley does not have numbers. They're going to keep possession, though. Throw in right at midfield. Couple subs coming on here for the Falcons. And just 10 minutes left. Green Valley's led most of this game, but Staley equalizing about 5 minutes ago. Mena Arno, the star offensive player on this team, her second goal of the season. She also has 3 assists so far in this tournament. She'd missed a penalty kick a few minutes earlier. We said, would Staley hang their head or would they keep pushing? They definitely kept pushing and earned that goal. They've been very good offensively here in the second half.
And all credit to them. As you said, they certainly looked like Green Valley were dictating everything in the first half. Would have been easy for Staley to drop their heads, especially in this third, fourth place playoff. But they didn't. They came out. They've been all guns blazing, attacking at every opportunity they've got. And they haven't really allowed Green Valley to rest on their laurels.
Be a dangerous free kick here for Green Valley.
Too far out for a shot, you think?
I think so, but there is a little bit of a wind. There is a little bit of a wind on the back here of Emma Thiessen, and she's shown the ability to hit a strong ball, so it wouldn't shock me to see her try to rocket one at the goalkeeper. Looks like that's what she's going to do, and she hits it well, but goalkeeper Addie Horn able to handle it. Made it look pretty easy because that was a well-struck shot.
A lot of venom in that strike, just as you called it, Dave. She had a bit of that wind behind her.
Well, not a bad plan, because especially if the goalkeeper spills it, then you have a chance for a tap-in, which is how they got their first goal. But Addie Horn handled that easily.
Yeah, she really hammered that one. As you said, the goalkeeper makes it look relatively easy. If that hits the wrong spot, it's fallen down, and the hungry Childers was there sniffing around goal, waiting for anything just to drop. Staley looking to be the ones going forward now.
So 8 minutes and change left. Here's Arnaud again. Good ball behind the defense. The goalie may get there, though, and she does. It's good aggressiveness by Mabel there. Off her line to claim that.
She had to be very alert. It was a good ball in. Just a bit too far in front from Arno.
Now Arno gets it right back, though. Good defense that time by Green Valley. Referee says play on. Now the Eagles looking to quickly counterattack. Long ball far sideline. Who's going to win the foot race here? It's going to go just over the sideline. I thought Green Valley was going to win that one, but couldn't quite get there before it went out of play.
That was a hard challenge there. Megan Knust of that Green Valley team already has a yellow card to her name, so she had to time that one right, and she did.
I thought that was a foul, and the referee's whistle does finally blow on that one. Free kick coming up for Green Valley. 7 minutes left here in regulation.
Kiki Carr showing a bit of frustration there at the referee's call. I don't think she can have too many complaints. But with 7 minutes to go here, you can see both teams really want this, Dave.
Staley, to me, right now, seems like they just have a little bit more oomph. Moving forward, getting to 50-50 balls. Not to say Green Valley's not working out there, but Staley seems to certainly still have that momentum since the goal.
Well, it certainly seems as Green Valley were the ultimate aggressors in the first half. They may just be tiring a little as this game goes on. Staley seemed to have a bit of a spring in their step since that penalty, or pardon me, since that equalizer.
Green Valley, though, lots of defenders back. Anytime Staley tries the long ball, it's playing into a 1v3. So Green Valley not wanting to be too aggressive and concede the game-winning goal. Even as we see right now, it's a 2v5.
Yeah, they're doing really well as working as a defensive unit. Green Valley, I should say, anytime Staley's trying to get the breakaway, there seems to be an extra player every time in white.
Big collision, and ball's going to eventually be handled by Staley. Now Green Valley gets it on the turnover.
You'd have to think any goal nigh on would be the game winner, Dave.
Long shot just high, actually hits off the football crossbar, which is just a foot or two over the soccer crossbar. Man, that was struck really well by Childers. Thought she might have chipped the goalie there, but just a bit too high.
I originally thought it might have been a cross, but on second glance, it kind of looked like she was trying to catch the goalkeeper napping. Good striking conviction by Childers, just a bit too high. Great ball.
The ball looked like it was going to be a perfect pass, but just a bit too far. That would have been an incredible game winner if Childers could have had that a foot or so lower.
Yeah, Tori Brady's played almost the entire game here, so I think if that was a new player or a substitute that came on, they might have had a bit more energy in the tank to get after it, but with 4 minutes to go.
It's a good step there by Green Valley. Staley, though, winning it back again. They seem to be winning all these 50-50 balls here in the second half.
Needed to be a good step because the ball was coming to this girl here, Arno, who's causing havoc again.
Her pass is cut out. Green Valley looking to counterattack. Foul is called there in the center circle. We reach the 4-minute mark. Again, if this game remains tied, we'll go to 2 10-minute overtime period. That would be golden goal or sudden death. So any goal in either of the 2 10-minute overtime periods would end the match. This battle for third place here at the Platte County Girls Soccer Invitational. Somehow that sneaks through. Childers on the receiving end. This is scary for Staley here as Childers trying to tee up a long range. Her shot is blocked.
She's very brave in the challenge, Childers. Putting her body in harm's way.
One of the players hit in the face or throat for Green Valley. Isabel Lopez, sophomore defender. Just taking our look here. Ooh. Yeah, was trying to do a header and it got her either the chin or the Adam's apple. Either way, that's ball's rock hard. That does not feel good.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and it's not exactly a warm day out there either, so that leather hitting right off the, as it looked like, the throat of Lopez. Looks like a bit of a sore one. Hopefully your team can cope without her.
All sorts of pressure from Green Valley. They're trying to force a turnover here and create offense out of defense. Staley trying to break that pressure, get a chance of their own. Kind of a weird play there as the ball stuck on the back of the Green Valley defender. Now Staley with the through ball. She's onside into the box. Trying to cross, and the cross is blocked. Huge defending there by Green Valley. Taylor Nicholson with the key intervention.
Yeah, great defending again. It was a good breakaway from Staley. And Nicholson had to be hyper aware of Tori Brady, who was breaking into that Green Valley penalty area.
Legal throw-in was called on Staley, and now Green Valley's going to have a throw-in. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in regulation. Ball turned over in the center of the park, but turned right back to Staley. Staley He's got to be careful here. They're getting lots of pressure defensively. Green Valley now into the box. Good emergency defending, though, by the Falcons.
Tata not giving up, though.
Arnaud thought it was a foul. No foul is given. Referee says play on as we have 90 seconds left in this one. Childers trying to run onto it for Green Valley and does so somehow through the defender. Look at that fight by Childers. Goes over the sideline, though. Possession back to Staley.
Do have a certain bit of sympathy there for Mia Arnaud. It looked like she's been kicked from pillar to post in this second half. You can see why the Green Valley players have been targeting as they win a free kick deep into Staley territory.
Maybe the last good chance of the half for either team as we're under 1 minute to play.
We saw how dangerous these crosses can be from Emma Thiessen.
She can definitely get it into the area from here. Maybe that left-footed in-swinger. Lots of white jerseys in the box here for Green Valley, trying to get on the receiving end. Thiessen hits it. Good ball into the box. Goalie off her line to snag it. Maddie Horn made that look easy. Just 30 seconds left. See if either team can get another chance here. Looks like we may be headed to overtime here. Just 15 seconds left. Staley players saying they need to hurry, but just 7 seconds left here.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
That'll do it. We're going to go to overtime. Connell not upset to see these two teams giving us some more free soccer. This has been an exciting game so far, and we got 2 10-minute overtime periods to go.
And look, as much as a tie or a draw may feel unfair on either team, probably actually a fair representation of how the game's gone. Both teams kind of cancelling each other out, both looking better at certain parts of the games. They both have been threatening. Very good offensive and defensive play from both sides. It's all a matter of who's able to take advantage of the opportunities. Both have taken one each. Both are going to have to take at least another one. We're not going to go to penalties.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout. Again, 2 10-minute overtime periods to come. Golden goal, sudden death rules apply. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Welcome back. It's overtime about to start here on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Green Valley won, Staley won. Green Valley kind of dominated the first half. Staley dominated large chunks of the second half. And Connell, we're going now to 2 10-minute overtime periods. Golden goal, which means sudden death. A goal here in overtime, and the game immediately ends. How both these teams going to come out super aggressive, trying to get the goal? Or are you a little bit hesitant, trying not to lose at a moment's notice? How do you think they approach this?
Well, I think it has to be the former of the two, Dave. Honestly, it's different. If it's going to be, no matter what, you're going to play 20 minutes. I think that alters your thinking a little bit, but with this golden goal, it just adds that extra bit of jeopardy where, look, you might as well go for it because the other team's going to do it. And all it takes is one lucky or opportunistic piece of play, and this game could be a wrap. So I fully expect both teams to go for it, especially after seeing how each coach has approached both of these halves. Green Valley in the first half really putting the pressure on, and in the second half, Staley kind of coming to life. So I would expect both teams to be trying to pepper the goals.
Well, and Radley Childers very aggressive to start the first overtime with a couple big tackles there. Staley, though, getting the ball back. It's off of Cole over the sideline. Possession's going to go to Staley here on the throw-in near sideline.
Staley just trying to catch their breath a little, it seems. Green Valley coming out of the traps quick, as they did in that first half. And the start of the second. They certainly seem to be a team that starts quick and tries to be aggressive right off the front foot.
Taylor Nicholson with the throw-in near side, looking for Childers. She's going to run onto this, switching the point of attack. Good ball there to midfield. First touch, though, lets her down. It's going to go back to Staley.
That's Ali Gilbert, the goal scorer. for Green Valley. Certainly looking to be getting into dangerous areas. She's caused a bit of trouble for Staley anytime she's got on the ball.
And if you're just tuning in, Green Valley scored in the first half. Staley equalized with about 15 minutes left here in the second half. Now we're into the first overtime. Be a 10-minute overtime. If there's a goal, that will be the winning goal. If there's no goal, then we'll go to a second 10-minute overtime. If it's still tied, it'll be penalty kicks after that. Childers double team near sideline. Able to work around the first defender. Good idea trying to cut it around. Now finally gets that left-footed cross off into the box. Ball being headed around. Good toughness there by Nicholson. Playing it back to one of her teammates. I think that was a shot, but well off target. Nicholson, though, tough, able to create that, but her teammate Megan Knust. Shot goes a little off target.
Yeah, really impressive defending there from Staley. Defending in numbers, putting their body on the line. As you can see.
Abby Cooley there for Staley. Let's see what happened here. Was on that big collision. Wonder if that was a couple knees coming together or what happened there, but Cooley certainly the worse for wear after that big collision with Taylor Nicholson.
Yeah, she got up quite gingerly. Seemed to be having a bit of trouble putting pressure on that right leg.
Be a chance here for Staley. Goalkeeper well off her line outside, way outside to the edge of the penalty area. Able to claim that, though. Good goalkeeping there by Mabel.
It's almost as if she ran out of the 18-yard box there. She was wanting to go. She's seen the on-rushing Green Valley attack. Done well to hold her nerve, though.
Turnover here. Green Valley maybe with a chance. Great ball here to Childers. Childers in the box, gonna tee up a shot, it's saved. Almost a follow-up attempt by Tata, but give some credit there as Staley goalkeeper Addie Horn made a great save on an absolute rocket shot by Radley Childers.
She done really well. Childers done everything right, it seemed. But the goalkeeper got her body behind it, was able to collect at the second opportunity as Childers looks to pressure again.
Great ball across by Childers, it just out of the outstretched foot of her teammate. My goodness, what a ball by Childers. I think that was Allie Gilbert, I think, on the receiving end. Couldn't quite get there. It was Gilbert. Man, what a ball by Childers. If that's a couple inches to the left, that's probably the game-winning goal for Green Valley.
It's really, really good work from Childers.
Green Valley still on the attack here. Long range shot right at the goalie. Gonna make that save. Green Valley getting a little momentum here in the first overtime.
Staley really can't afford to take their eyes off of Childers on this right-hand side.
What's been impressive is it seems like they've double-teamed Childers a lot, and it almost hasn't mattered. She's been able to break it quite a bit.
Yeah, they've certainly identified her as the danger from Green Valley. Very, very good defending there. Lexi Nicholson washed it all the way and had to get it right.
Ball chipped in over the defense, but the goalie's going to win that foot race.
Almost inch perfect from Arno. Just a little touch out of her feet over the head of Nicholson. Just a bit too far for Tata ahead of her.
Ball boomed forward way up in the air. Green Valley trying to run underneath it. Cole's going to claim it now. Cole goes to ground, no foul is called. Staley's going to win back possession now. They try their own long ball forward. A little bit of a miss hit by Green Valley. That may go over the end line. Yes, and it's going to be a corner kick for Staley. A chance to get the game winner here on a set piece.
Really good recovery speed there from the defender. She didn't get there in time, but She certainly made sure she got there before the Staley attacker. Still have forfeited this corner, though. It looks to be another one from the training ground for Staley.
Arnaud was over, and now she's going to take the corner short, trying to dribble around the first defender, which she does. Looking to send in a cross. Ball chipped into the edge of the box. Shot attempt is mishit. Green Valley just going to clear it out.
Looks like Green Valley have cottoned on to that corner kick routine, as Arnaud just was forced onto her less favored left foot.
Good stuff by Nicholson, but at the end she's dispossessed. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the first overtime. Cole surveying her options. Now Childers 1v1 here on the near side. Big collision. Staley player slow to get up. Looked like she might have taken some cleats from Childers there. It's Clarissa Davis, but she's up now. Has been a very physical game. Ooh.
And she does win the ball. Childers,
ball sent across.
She left a little bit on.
What a strike in the back of the net for the game winner. Incredible shot by Emma Thiessen. Unbelievable. She's had great services all day. And this time she steps up and hits the hero shot for the game-winning goal.
Would you believe it, Dave? What a strike. She caught it so clean.
Take another look here, as that's one of the goals of the year for sure.
Tata does really well to keep it in, get that ball right across goal. What a strike that is from Thiessen. She watched it all the way. And how many of those do you see hitting and blazed over the bar? She caught it so clean. Goalkeeper absolutely rooted to the spot. Nothing she could do. Left helpless like a fish out of water as she watched the ball laser into that corner. And on the depth of play, you would probably say Green Valley maybe deserved it, Dave. But what a goal to settle it from Thiessen.
Well, and that's just the first game of the night. If the second game is anything like that, we're in for a barn burner. And again, stay tuned for that. St. Pius X against Liberty coming up next. Connell, as we wrap up this game, final thoughts. Green Valley finishes third place with that dramatic goal by Emma Thiessen here in the first overtime. They beat Staley 2-1. Really good game, really solid game, tough physical game. What are your kind of final thoughts as we wrap this one up?
It certainly looked like no love lost at times between the two teams, certainly leaving a bit in on each other, but that's what we like to see, a bit of competitiveness out here. And both teams done really well, impressed me, Dave. Both weren't scared of going forward, trying to take their chances, and it certainly looked like it was going to take a wonderful strike to separate the two sides, and that's what it ended up being from Emma Thiessen. Ball comes right over, she catches it so clean, and she wraps up that third place spot for Green Valley. Staley can feel fairly hard done by, but a great game between two very good sides, and two sides that will most likely have a very good season if this game is anything to go by.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Two quality teams. Green Valley emerges the winner 2-1 in overtime over Staley. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 15 minutes with the championship game. Final score here, 2-1. Green Valley over Staley. Stay tuned for St. Pius and Liberty here in 15 minutes on Spectrum Sports.